Ye Old Newsroom, Britain Between Two Worlds, 1869 to 1871. Rapid modernisation colliding with Victorian social darkness. London, 1869. The newspapers crackle with change. New inventions, new laws, new technologies racing ahead with astonishing speed. Telegraph lines hum across continents, steamships shrink oceans, and the Victorian world, proud, confident, and expanding, marches briskly towards modernity. And yet, beneath the polished brass of progress, the shadows remain long. The courts are filled with cruelty, the adverts bristle with quackery, the inquests speak of lives lived at the very edge of survival. It is a Britain straddling two worlds, one foot in the future, the other planted firmly in the soot, sweat, and social darkness of the age. Welcome to the old newsroom, where we rummage through the headlines of history exactly as they were printed, and discover what the Victorians themselves thought was newsworthy, scandalous, inspiring, or downright alarming. In this episode, our years are 1869 to 1871, a period of contrast so sharp they seem almost impossible to reconcile. The telegraph cable is laid from Britain to India, while in the same week courts report children whipped, starved, and beaten with impunity. The first postcards appear, cheerful, modern, efficient, while baby farms flourish in back alleys, with infants sold, neglected, and killed for profit. Standard Oil is founded across the Atlantic, ushering in a new corporate age, as London magistrates grapple with performing bears, phrenologists, pickpockets, and petty thefts committed by the desperate. Victorian Britain was becoming recognisably modern, yet remaining with one foot in the past. And nowhere is this tension clearer than in the headlines of the day. So, take your seat amongst the ink-stained reporters of the age. The presses are warming, the copy boys are dashing about, and the editor has already shouted twice for someone to bring him more tea. Let us step into the newsrooms of 1869, 1870, and 1871, years when Britain tried to drag itself into the future while clinging stubbornly to the shadows of its past. The year of contrast begins in 1869, a great modern nation and a very old problem. The year opens with Victorian confidence at full puff, the sort of national self-assurance that makes leading articles swell like peacocks in full display. The great minds of the age are declaring, with all due pomp, that Britain has entered a new era of mastery over the physical world. The newspapers glow, positively glow, over the triumph of engineering, that is, the newly completed Suez Canal, linking the Mediterranean to the Red Sea in a matter that leaves editorialists slightly breathless. A waterway to shrink the globe, conquer distance, and, although never stated explicitly, allowing the British Empire to feel both clever and ever so slightly taller. Ships that once lumbered around the Cape of Good Hope can now glide through a man-made vein in the world's body, shaving weeks of travel and confirming to Victorian minds at least that ingenuity and industry can bend geography itself. To continue this dispatch from the past, You can find the full episode on Patreon, along with 800 plus documentaries and our entire Ye Old Newsroom series. It's just £5 a month, with a one-click cancellation whenever you need it. Step inside the newsroom and keep the presses running.